What is up, people? What's going on? This is your man Dre Mac, and I am back. Especially on camera. Excuse me. I'm back on camera. I was not feeling the greatest yesterday. I wasn't feeling the greatest even today. You know what I mean? But I am back. I'm going to talk about a young kid named the Marvel Geek that was bullied, literally bullied. I'm gonna show you guys the video. We're gonna react to the video because I want you guys to see it yourself. We're gonna react to the video because for real, why is a kid being bullied off TikTok? And I got my own things to say about TikTok. You know what I mean? But you already know what it is. The real question is,
Are you ready?
all right, so I'm waiting for you guys, more people to come in. Those who are here, what's up? What's happening? Don't forget to like the video. The more guys, the more times that you like the video, even if you dislike it, the more times you like a video, though, especially on YouTube, the more it gets pushed through the algorithm. So make sure you like, make sure you comment also if you have comments to the video, but make sure you like the video. Make sure you hit the like button or the dislike button. You know what I mean? But I'm about to get this ready here for a second, but hopefully everybody is doing great. Everybody's doing good. I'm doing a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Like I said today, um, you know, it's with this subject that I'm gonna talk about, this video that I'm gonna talk about, this kid, the Marvel Geek. Um, with this whole video, first of all, I want to shout out Shoe Life Fire Reviews from my IG. Shout out to you, sister. You know what I mean? Because you sent me the video and you was like, hey, I know you into Marvel, you into this type of stuff, and I think this would be something that you would like to dive into and talk about. And most definitely, I have to talk about this. Give me just a second. I'm actually doing a couple things here to get everything ready. But the young kid, I don't know how old this kid is, but I'm not gonna lie, this kid looks like he could be my child. I mean, I already know you got daddy, but I mean, he looks like my kid. He looks like he favors my son Elijah a lot from the glasses. Elijah's a lot younger. Um, but he reminds me of him. And when I seen the video, the only thing I could think about was my child because I'm a father. You know what I'm saying? And when I start seeing certain things being done, especially by grown folks, especially on these apps, I don't care if it's TikTok, I don't care if it's YouTube. A lot of grown folks do a lot of silliness on these apps. You know what I mean? Most definitely do a lot of silliness uh, on these apps. And I believe when you start messing with a kid, you're taking it entirely too far, especially a kid who's into the type of stuff that I'm into. I'm into, Marvel, DC, um, comic book Transformers, that type of stuff. And to see this kid, like I said, to see this kid bullied, you know what I'm saying, because of his passion, we're gonna have to talk about this. We're gonna have to talk about this because this is grown folks. So let me get my screen together because again, we're gonna share this and I'm going to shout out uh I'm gonna shout out to Josh Statics. I'm gonna tag him in it too. He's a YouTuber like I am. This is where I seen the video. So shout out to Josh Statics. I'm gonna make sure to link the video and tag Josh Statics, tag the Marvel Geek in this. You know what I'm saying? King Lion. in this, and you will understand why once we put it up. So let me go ahead and share my screen so I can talk about this. And then the last thing I'm gonna talk about is a little bit of Black Panther news. So let's do this. Let's share my screen. Let me see. I think I'm gonna do it like this time. No, that's not what I wanted to do it like. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to, and this is fair use. Fair use. I have to say fair use, um, because I am sharing the young brother. Like I said, Josh Static's. Why does I keep doing that? Josh Static's YouTube channel. So again, if you like his content, make sure you like, share, subscribe to him also. Again, I'm tagging him into this video along with the Marvel Geek. But this is something that you did. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make myself bigger because I want you guys to really see it. You know, I can't do it like that. My bad. My bad, y'all. I'm getting it together. Yeah, this is better.
This is a public service announcement for fans of video games, anime, comic books, and so much more. There is a kid on this app who is constantly being harassed and cyberbullied by grown adults. If you want to know who this kid is, he goes by the name of Marvel Geek. You see, this kid is actually a comic book enthusiast.
Okay, so first thing, this is a child. Let's get that out the way. This is, for one, a child. A child that's not doing anything negative. He's not um he's not um doing anything harmful on TikTok. This is just a kid who loves comic books, for one. Let's get that out the way. This is a kid who loves comic books. Number two, he favors a lot of my child, and I think I in that immediately when I seen it, I could just see my child in him. Because he does favor my kid. I'm not gonna lie, he favors Elijah. And he loves comics. You know what I mean? He loves comics. And let me just say, and I said this in a stream before, it is hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because of the peer pressures of today's society and stuff like that, it's hard being a young black dude who likes, you know what I'm saying, comic books, who likes stuff like Naruto or anime and different things like that, especially my generation growing up in the 80s and 90s and stuff like that. It wasn't all that acceptable to be the nerd. It kind of, you got made fun of, you got picked on, you know what I mean, just because of the love of what you love. You know what I mean? So I can understand this kid, you know, the love that he have, and then having people try to destroy that because it's your love. You know what I mean? But let me let Josh kind of finish his statement real quick.
Who is very passionate about comic books, which kind of sounds like another comic book TikToker who goes by the name of King Lion, in which he is a fan of. So you're probably wondering, where is this going? And I'm going to tell you. You see, Marvel Geek made a video about a cool feat Iron Man did in his base suit against a spear that was a combination of mostly adamantium and vibranium. King Lion happened to see the video on December 29th and also gave the kid his props for knowing what he was talking about. He also pointed out the fact that the kid read it from a book and not a quick Google search to justify their unknowledgeable arguments.
Okay, so one thing that I did like about that, and shout out to King Lion. I do know about King Lion from TikTok. When I was doing TikTok, my TikTok was mostly social commentary and stuff like that. But I did have, like, shout out to my homegirl Michelle. Michelle would instantly hit me up and be like, "Yo, this kid, you know, listen to what he's talking about." You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to Marvel, because guess what? When my friends don't know anything about Marvel, who are they talking to? Who are they hitting up in the inbox? Yo, what do you think about this show? What do you think about this character? Do you think that they're doing T'Challa right? Do you think this, that, and the other? So I'm the person that they come to for Marvel stuff. So she was like, yo, listen to this dude and see what he's talking about. And it's a lot of Marvel DC TikTokers that actually get physical comics and be like, yo, shout out to you because you actually get the physical comic. You ain't out here, like dude said, just you get a random Google search and be like, oh, well, shit, a girl became T'Challa in the comics. What girl? You know, who was the first female Black Panther? You ask those questions like, I don't know, because you don't read. You know what I mean? And this kid actually asked his father and his mother to get him the physical copies of these comics, and he's reading them. You know what I mean? So he's making a lot of people, a lot of what's the word? You know, a lot of novice comic, just the average comic book reader who just wants to get on, you know what I'm saying, and feel like they know something. He's making them look foolish on TikTok because he's coming from straight the source material. Like I said in my last stream, does the source material matter? And he's showing you in the source material, this is what's going on, and people are mad about it. Grown folks. Let me keep going.
Like most people do on the internet these days. On the same day, Marvel Geek made a video response to King Lion, and he said this.
Do you know who that was? Do you know who that was? That was none other than the GOAT himself. That was King freaking Lion. He is my favorite comic talk creator, and the fact that he stitched my video, I just want to say thank you, King Lion, and everybody else. Have a good day. Peace.
Unfortunately, on that same
You see how much joy and love that this kid had just because somebody he is looking at just doing the same thing he's doing. You know what I mean? He was almost ecstatic, overjoyed because somebody he looked up to said, you know what? I see what this kid is doing. It's that him. That's why you never can be afraid of your gift. You never can be afraid of what you do. Us as content creators, me and a lot of other guys that's content creators, we also we sometimes got to be aware of people that are watching us and really like our content. You might not like my content, you might love my content, but I still have to be aware because somebody could be like, yo, this guy, I've been watching this guy since he started. I see his growth. Man, I really love his content. And you shout that person out, and you give them some love. What's going on, bro? No Jackson, what's going on, bro? You know what I mean? You show them love and stuff like that. Man, that might last. That might increase what they're doing. You know what I mean? We got to be aware and cognizant as creators of who's our fan base. You know what I mean? And who's really showing us love. And show that person some love. You know what I mean? Because you never know. And for him to do that, that probably made his day, his year, his month. He'll never forget that because he sees somebody doing the same thing that he wants to do, and that person went back and showed him love. You know what I mean? So let's keep going. Let's keep going because it's gonna get where Josh is talking about here.
same day, a group of grown adults and trolls band together and got this kid's account taken down. King Lion made a response video to Marvel Geek and told him this.
Hey kid, if you see this video, if you don't get your account back, make another account because I'm gonna push it. I'll make sure you have more followers than you've ever had before in your life.
So people seen what he was doing, people seen what this kid was doing, and they blocked his account just because now he ain't on there cussing, dancing provocative, showing guns, and trying to be a rapper or any of this stuff. I ain't got no problem with. Yes, I do. If you're showing guns, you teach the kids that ain't the way. You know what I mean? But he's just on there doing kids. You know what I mean? He's a kid. He's talking about comics. They had grown folks bullied him and had his account taken down. Now, me as someone who was heavily on TikTok doing social commentary, the reason why I got off of TikTok, one of the main reasons that I got off of TikTok, number one, is because I was getting bullied. People was, flagging my account for nothing, for absolutely nothing. For my opinion, I'm not on there cussing you out. I'm not just my opinion. And TikTok would not do anything about it. Would not nothing. You could go and reach out to them and all of that. TikTok would do absolutely nothing, right? And to me, I feel like, why am I on this app then? If you're not gonna help me, you know what I'm saying? I'm monetized on TikTok. I'm still monetized on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I still got followers. I got a video that I did last year that's still getting traction just out of the blue. You know what I mean? I'm still monetized on there, but I don't like fooling with that because to be what I'm doing and in my space and people don't really care for it or whatever, you know what I mean? Because you mad because of whatever, is you gonna try to get me kicked off of this app because you're mad about what I like and what I'm saying. That has nothing, it's not gonna stop you from paying your bills or anything. You just hate me because of what I'm doing. That's what I had a problem with. And TikTok didn't get that. And I got account warning after account warning after account warning after account. So I was like, you know what, skip this. I don't want to be a part of TikTok. If I'm going to keep getting account warnings because of what I feel and what I say, I see women on there half naked. One chick was acting like she was getting hit from the back while reading books, kids' books at that. That's okay. But what I'm doing, TikTok had a problem about that. So, for them to take down this kid's account, this is a problem on TikTok.
If they take that one down, make another one. I'll push that one too, because y'all have lost y'all mind.
And let's not forget, King Lion also told this kid this as well.
A friend of mine started the Young Agents of Shield initiative, and I want to offer you the chance to be the first young agent, little agent of Shield. And I want to offer you your own shield to block haters. All I need you to do is to make a video, and I want you to tell me your favorite superhero. I don't care if it's Batman, Robin, Superman, whatever your favorite superhero is. Let me know.
Yo, shout out to King Lion. Real talk. Shout out to King Lion because he used this platform for what it's meant to be for, to help somebody. He's seen this kid getting bullied on there. You know what I mean? This kid, going through whatever situation he's going through, right? And he reached back out to that kid. It was like, you know what? Because I got a following, I'm gonna make sure that you get pushed. That's all it's about. That's what support is. That's what true support is. You see your friends and family out there, just doing something positive, push that. We always want to push a dance and get jiggy to negativity, but when somebody's doing something positive, we don't want to push that, something that's just harmless. You know what I mean? You might think it's kid stuff or whatever, but you don't know what type of impact you have when you push it. When you show the initiative that this person is doing something positive, not harming nobody, he's gathering a fan base, he's doing what he loves to do. It's not harming nobody. Man, push your people, man. So shout out to King Lion. He's a perfect example of how you push them, how you push the next generation or push the people who's doing positive things, especially when they look like you. We keep going.
And we will have a shield made for you with their crest.
In response, Marvel Geek said this.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here's my favorite superhero, which is Captain America. He's always been my favorite cartoon character, my favorite comic book character. I think I'm pretty confident that I would definitely want his symbol to be, his crest to be on my shield.
As soon as the kid got up to 17.2K followers on December 31st, his account was taken down a second time.
You see what I mean? They hating this kid for living his best life. They're hating this child for living his best life, for being him. They hated this kid and had his account banned. Do you think TikTok did anything about that? Nope. They didn't do anything about that. TikTok didn't reach out and say, hey, we hate that this is continuing to happen. What can we do to make this better? No. See, this is what I don't like about TikTok is that Black folks can go out there, they can do dances, they get stolen, using other mediums, Fortnite, on TikTok by people don't look like us or whatever, blown up by people that don't look like us. TikTok has no problem about that. But when you're opinionated or you express love and joy, we did a on TikTok last year. We did Black Boy Joy with a good friend of mine, a sneaker plug. And with Black Boy Joy, we was out there frolicking in the field, just black men frolicking, having fun, running in the field, laughing, having a good time. Do you know that we start getting blocked and our videos getting taken down of black men running in the fields, laughing and having a good time, frolicking, just frolicking, not shoot nobody, not buck dancing, not poking our eyes out, frolicking. There's a problem with black creators on TikTok. It's like it's cool when we doing stuff and we make you laugh, or you could be able to take our dances and stuff like that. But when we're actually doing positive things that may uplift somebody or may have somebody to think a little better, or just our love of comic books, people shut us down. Us, not nobody else, us. That's the problem. Why you think I don't do TikTok videos anymore? It's hard for me to just get back on that app after everything that I went through on that app. My homegirl Danny, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know, all the stuff that she was going through, you know, just people was making false accounts over there because she's, you know, she's a independent business owner, and she was on TikTok doing marketing because it was an easy way to market on TikTok, and they did nothing to help her at all, because they don't do anything to help out the black TikTok creators unless you buck dancing. That should tell you it's a problem. But when you're doing stuff like this kid is doing, his love for comic books and stuff like that, I see a lot of myself in this kid because I got love for comics and toys and stuff like that. If I'm over here talking about something that somebody don't like, or I'm pointing out the obvious, and you have the power to shut me down, that's racism. When you have the power to stop me from doing what I'm supposed to be doing, that's racism. That's not prejudice. That's not bigotry. That's the pure definition of racism. Let me keep going.
Marvel Geek creates another account following the same plan as King Lion and his Lion Pride of followers, and they help continue build his third account.
Look at him. He's back at 12.5K. He's almost at 17, but we're not done. I need you to keep it pushing.
But on January 6th of the new year, unfortunately, they got his account banned a third time. Now, you're probably wondering, what is the cause of all this? And I'll tell you. For as long as he's been talking about comic books, King Lion, like most creators on his app, are not without their haters. These haters, in my personal opinion, are a different breed. We are talking about grown men and trolls who are obsessed with fictional cartoon characters that they will fight anyone when someone else disagrees with them. Rather to agree to disagree or just block people to protect their mental peace, they feel inclined to mass report a person just to make themselves feel better, abusing the TikTok's algorithm into thinking the person they're talking about is a threat.
I'm telling you, this is something that I've dealt with. I've dealt with it on TikTok. I've dealt with it. I'm talking about, oh my goodness, especially during the reign of Kevin Samuels. Oh my God, let you say anything about that man that was even in a positive light. And you know how many times that I had people report my account, you know what I'm saying, or make jacked up videos. Just block me. If you don't like what I got to say, block me. You know what I mean? People, you say something, they don't even hear what you're saying, they automatically start trying to report you. They didn't even listen to what you said. Just or start making videos or trying to. But I had a young lady make a video about me, then block me after making the video. But I caught her right before she could block me. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, "Oh, thank you for responding to my video. I appreciate your input." And she blocked me. You know what I mean? But she had a whole lot of stuff to say on TikTok. You know what I mean? Instead of just if you hate me or hate what I'm saying, block me. You don't have to listen to anything that I have to say. Or people in Recast T'Challa. What did I tell y'all? If you don't like us talking about recast T'Challa and how Black Panther Wakanda Forever, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't do anything to help the legacy of Chadwick Boseman, block me. You don't have to be here. Go to another channel. Go to a channel that feeds you what you want to be fed, and that's cool. You don't have to be here. I want people that's here that rock with me and rock with me because they you know, you don't have to agree. You don't have to agree with everything I say because I don't want no yes people. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna sit up here and troll me either. You know what I mean? If you don't like me, don't listen to anything that I gotta say. Kick rocks, get the fuck on. That's how I feel. If you don't like it, you know what I mean? But if you rock with me, stay with me. Because trust me, this is going to go places if you really rock with me. You know what I mean? And rock with the stuff that I'm talking about. Like I said, I have a lot of friends that will ask me about, you know, different comic book characters and stuff like that, and call me on the phone, be like, yo, you know, hey, did you see the last episode of The Mandalorian? Or did you see The Bad Batch? Or did you see She-Hulk? Or did you see this? And did you see that? Now, we over there chopping up. I'm talking about long conversations on comic book stuff. Me and my brother, we'll sit up here, we can chop it up. Like, if I need a question about Transformers, I'm calling my brother. You know what I'm saying? If he needs a question about Deadpool, I'm on it. You know what I mean? Or Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? Because I know his favorite comic book character is Spider-Man. You know what I mean? So I know he knows a lot of things about Spider-Man comics. So if I have a question about a Spider-Man comic, because I know that's what he's on. I know that, you know, he loves Superman. I know that he loves Batman. You know what I mean? I know the comics that he likes. So if I got a question, I ask him. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know it all. You know what I mean? So that's the way it goes. So when I come on here and like I said, sick, non-sick, if I'm well, yesterday was just too much, but I'm going to give the people who want to hear this type of stuff, I'm going to give you all of that. That's why I appreciate this kid, because no matter how many people was hating on him, he kept going. He kept pushing. He has more kahunas than a lot of these cats that start something and quit because they have a little adversity. That's why I like this kid. That's why I subscribe to his channel. That's why I'm watching his videos. That's why he's going to get tagged in this video. You know what I'm saying? Not the clout chase or anything like that, because I like a kid like that. He reminds me of my child, a child that won't quit and keep going no matter how many people is out there hating them. And that's something that a lot of you grown folks need to understand. Just because it get hard and tough out here in real life, you know what I mean, doesn't mean you quit. Just because your haters around here don't want to see you shine even brighter because they hate you for what you do. You know what I mean? Because people gonna talk about you no matter what you do. Make sure they talk about you for the good God, the goodness of everything that you do. You know what I mean? Everything that's in your spirit to keep pushing and keep to your goals, do that. Because this kid is doing it, why can't you? Let's keep going.
Or dangerous, whatever the case may be. As of yesterday of this recording, Marvel Geek had another backup account. King Lion and his Lion Pride have continued to push the account, and as of January 8th, the haters assembled once again and got his account banned a fourth time. They are banning this kid to spite King Lion. There are countless receipts of idiots who snitched on themselves, admitting they reported the child for fun and for clout.
Remember, you said, I guess I'm the villain. You said all this. So,
I mean, think about this. You know how bored and desperate and horrible you have to be to do this to a child. Like, real talk. You know how horrible of a human being you have to be to hate a child. Think about that for a second. Like, seriously, put this in your mind. You have to be a horrible human being in real life to find it funny to block a little black child for doing something great in his life. But you know what? When people hate you, blessings come even harder. That's what's the beauty about it. You can hate me all you want to, but I already know somebody higher than you already got my back, and I'm gonna get mine. You know what I mean? That's what the beauty of all of this is about. Let me keep going.
let's begin, shall we? But this you do this and then bully kids on the internet?
As of today, King Lion made a follow-up video asking and requesting people to tag and message these creators who work for TikTok into helping fixing the issue so that Marvel Geek can get his account back. I will leave King Lion's video in the description where you can find it and tag those people in King Lion's video. This video will be pinned on my page, and this video will also be uploaded into Instagram and YouTube because I really want this story to reach out as many people as possible because what they did to this kid is foul and it's messed up. To those
Yeah, it's very foul. And what's up? About to hit your comment up. It's like, what's the little kid's name? It's the Marvel Geek. If you go to YouTube, it's the Marvel Geek. I will tag it in this video after the live stream is over. I'm gonna go back and edit and tag his name in this video. You know what I'm saying? Because I want this kid to be shouted out for real. These are the kids that we need to shout out. You know what I mean? Because these kids are doing something great. You know what I'm saying? Kids like him, you know what I'm saying, and other kids. And we need to make sure that we are pushing these kids, you know what I'm saying, that's doing awesome things too. So, you know, it is the Marvel Geek. The Marvel Geek. So again, once you come back to this video, we're gonna go back and look at it. I mean, go back and you can click on his page, you know, like and share, subscribe on his page, man. You know, push him. He's monetized. Let's make sure he gets paid for everything that he does.
those idiots who are mass reporting this kid, I hope you know this is considered harassment. This is cyberbullying. In actuality, this could be considered a criminal offense. I think it is a criminal offense to what y'all are doing. But this,
yeah, you're cyberbullying a child. What if see when these grown people do this type of stuff? What if that kid wasn't mentally as tough as he is, and he went and deleted himself? Then what? Then how would you feel? This is what I'm talking about. You have no idea what you impact when you do stuff like this. You know what I mean? You come and messing with people who's not doing anything, who don't care nothing about you, and the trolling that you doing. And you find this okay, and then you turn around, you in a medical field or whatever you are, you on TikTok bullying children or whatever you do. You have enough people out here that's grown. If this kid would have harmed himself, you know what I'm saying, fatally, then what do you feel like? What kind of person or what kind of horrible human being are you? And in the words of Samuel L. Jackson, yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell for what they're doing to this kid. But there's always a silver lining. Come on, let's keep going.
this just in, we also had some updating news regarding Marvel Geek, and this is what he had to say.
What's up, guys? This is the Marvel Geek, and this is my final goodbye. For personal reasons, my father is taking me off of all social media. Well, not all social media. I'll be on YouTube still. But yeah, in that video, King Lion told you guys to tag the creators of TikTok or whatever. You don't have to do that anymore because I'm leaving TikTok for good. I'll probably hop back on TikTok when I'm like older and wiser or whatever. But I'm gonna be off of TikTok. Thank you, King Lion, for helping me throughout this entire crazy roller coaster. Thank you, everybody who's been following my account over and over and over. I really, really appreciate you guys for doing that. And all you people that's been mass supporting me, you can finally rest because you won't have to do that anymore. I'll be gone, off TikTok, of course. And King Lion, you don't have to stress over this anymore. You can finally.
I love this kid, man. I love this kid. The way he talks and he articulates himself and the way that he expresses himself, like he ain't even tripping. First of all, shout out to the Marvel Geeks parents because you could tell, you know what I mean, what type of parenting he comes from. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Man, the Blues House, what's going on? They bullied the kid off of TikTok, bro. They bullied a child off of TikTok for loving comics. Oh, yeah, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait to see what they do to recast the child. Mel, never mind. I'm on the Blue app. You know what I'm saying? I'm just joining in, so I don't know what's going on. So let me get everybody, you know, if you just now coming in, let me get you caught up. So this kid that's on here is the Marvel Geek. The video that I'm sharing is from Josh Statics. He's a streamer like we are. I mean, he's a video creator like we are on YouTube. He took upon himself to tell this kid's story. This kid is a comic book fanatic. He gets the physical comics and he does videos on TikTok talking about these particular comics. Well, grown folks got mad at him. You know what I mean? For being shouted out for one by King Lion, who is a big TikToker and big comic book TikToker on TikTok, and they got mad at him and started banning this kid, start bullying this kid because King Lion seen what this kid was doing, and as black people, we should uplift each other. He didn't look at this kid and be like, "Oh, this kid doing what I'm doing. I ain't gonna fool with this kid. This kid trying to take what I'm doing." No, he knew, King Lion knew there was a lot of people out here trying to eat, and instead of being stingy with the meat, he brought him along for the kill. That's what I like. I like that. You know what I mean? He wanted to make sure that this kid eats. You know what I'm saying? This kid, his passion and his love gets spread all over the place. And that's what he did. And they banned this kid from TikTok. And again, like I said earlier in the stream, I personally got off of TikTok because of that. You know what I mean? Anything we do for black people or whatever never got pushed. You know what I'm saying? But if I do a stupid dance that goes viral, oh yeah. And it's not going to be represented by me because you know what I'm saying, somebody that's not from my same culture is going to get blown off my dances anyway. So why would I even want to do it? Why would I entertain y'all for y'all to steal it anyway and then blow the next person up that's not me and doesn't look like me and don't give me the credit anyway? So, you know what I mean? That's one of the reasons why I got off that app. But they bullied this kid. You know what I'm saying? King Lion came in and helped this kid out. And we're at the part where the kid was like, you know what? My daddy told me, don't even worry about TikTok no more. I'm going to still be on YouTube. I want to take you away from all of this. That is good parenting. That's protecting your child. And that's something that I would do. You know what I'm saying? And especially this kid looks like, I mean, I'm taking it to heart because he looks so much like my child. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I would have did the same. If I was his daddy, I'm like, nah, we're going to take you off of TikTok. You know, I want to help you with your YouTube channel, but nah, we ain't going to do all of this because boy, I be damn, they do anything to my child, boy. I don't even want to go there. Let's go. Let's finish this.
We just like rest like everybody else. Yeah. This is my final goodbye, and I hope you guys have an amazing year on this app and this platform. And, just have an amazing day. Goodbye.
Two things. One, this kid reminded me of myself when I was very young. When I was in the first and second grade, I got bullied by kids and teachers because I have an attention deficit disorder, ADD. My mom would pick me up from school. She would go to her room, talk to my dad, and she would cry based on the things these teachers said about me. They didn't say any good things about me. They criticized me because I was a happy kid at school. They thought I was weird because I smiled a lot. And to see these people on the internet bully that kid and got him off the platform, and he held his composure the best he could, but the fact that they bullied this kid out this app, man, it hurt my spirits, man. But number two,
He's not the only one, man. Just seeing this story, and again, shout out to Shoe Life Fire Reviews, another YouTuber, you know what I'm saying, that does shoe reviews. Shout out to her for even thinking of me to tell this story. Or to play this video so we can shout out this kid, shout out what he's doing, like and subscribe to his channel. Again, I will put his link to his YouTube channel in the description of this video once I'm off of the live stream. Let's continue to support this kid, man. And it does. I'm not gonna lie, man. It hurts me for two reasons. One, because I'm a father and I can't help it. I have a soft spot for kids because I am a father. Number two is because, like Josh, I understand what it feels like to be bullied because you like toys and video games and stuff like that and comic books. You know what I'm saying? Like, people look at like you, like I'm telling y'all don't see all of the stuff that I have back here. But my collection does look like you walking into a toy store. You know what I'm saying? Or like some like toy museum or something like that. Like what in the whole entire hell? This is not even all of it. I don't have it. You know, I'm trying to get ready to move soon, so this is all going to be taken down here soon. And you know, when I do my new setup or whatever, you know, I want to show a lot more of my stuff, but it looks like a toy museum. You know what I'm saying? The way that it's going to be completely set up. And some people will look at you because you know, you're a grown man. I'm over 40. But like, what are you doing with all this stuff in here? This is what I like. I got arcade machines and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Nostalgia stuff. And I try to explain to people, if it wasn't for collecting, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I suffer from and anxiety and depression. And one of the things when I went to my therapist and I talked to him about it, one was I collect shoes too, but I don't collect the shoes that, you know, as much as I used to because the market is just whack right now. And it's so whack. You know what I mean? So I would clean and restore Jordans. That's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? When I was frustrated, my anxiety was bad. I just go, you know, I'm talking about full restoration. You know what I mean? And I got into collecting, and I was talking to my therapist, and she was like, "Why is collecting something that's helpful for you?" And she was like, "I want you to explain it to me." And I was like, "When I'm collecting, and I pick up a figure, I'm picking up this figure and it reminds me of a happy time in my childhood. And it's like an endorphin kicks in where I get a personal high because I remember as a kid really wanting that and now I got it. You know what I'm saying? And now I can mess around with it. I can touch it. When I was a kid, I wouldn't even think about having that. You know what I'm saying? And it gets me to a point where I'm not worrying so much because I refocus my energy off of how I feel about life and what's going on to collecting. You know what I mean? To something that I'm happy to get and I can kind of mess around with it. So that's just for me. You know what I mean? Everybody else has their own thing. You know what I'm saying? But that was for me and it helped me out a lot. Yeah, this kid's mentality is tough. It's super tough, super strong. You know, and I wish more kids thought like that. But shout out to his parents. Shout out to the the Marvel geeks parents, man. Shout out to him. Let's finish the stream because I got one more thing from CBR to talk about, and then I'm gonna let you guys go.
This goes for King Lion. There's probably no telling how you feel at the moment, but I'm pretty sure I know you feel like you might feel responsible for what happened to him. But I just want to let you know that you did everything you can for this dude. No matter how many times they took his account down, you made all of us aware of who he is. And because of that, we're gonna follow this kid no matter what he do. This kid has a YouTube page, and I hope this kid is gonna thrive on it because I already subscribed to it long before this debacle even happened. So in the end, no matter how many negative things your enemies have to say about you, no matter how many things people try to tear you down, try to make you look like you're the villain or wherever the case may be, bro, you doing a good thing for people on this app and for kids. And don't you forget about that stuff. I'm not saying no BS just because it sounds good, because I want you to know that you have touched people in a magical way. I seen a lot of your videos. You touch people in a very positive way, and continue being you, because at the end of this day, this kid is blessed regardless. And the fact that he held his composure and everything else, man, that's inspired the best in all of us that we all got to carry within ourselves. You know,
Facts. And this is this kid's YouTube channel, The Marvel Geek. I'm going to tag him in this video. Um, you know, uh, he even just look who's going to be the next Black Panther. He was already talking about this. You know what I mean? I'm subscribed to his again. I'm subscribed to his channel. You know what I mean? I would highly recommend if you like comic book news and stuff like that. Man, this kid, just a kid alone doing something that's beautiful. Now, mind you, he's way over 1,000 subscribers. I'm struggle streaming right now. I'm struggle streaming. I'm blessed to have 1,700 y'all that follow me on YouTube. I thank y'all. I'm still struggle streaming. This kid is knocking it out the park, and I love it. I rather uplift this kid before I uplift myself. I rather uplift the ones that's around me, that's actually doing it, who's stepping out on faith, doing what they supposed to do, that they love. I'm talking about walking in your, when I really talk, I'm talking about walking in your purpose. This kid found a purpose. King Lion's purpose was to touch this kid so he could continue to walk in his purpose. We also have to be like that. When we're walking in our purpose, we have to make sure that we touch the other ones that's walking in the same purpose that we're in. So that way, we're not getting the glory for what he's doing. The glory is already in him because he's in his purpose. We're just a stepping stone on the way to where he's supposed to be, especially in our children. You know what I'm saying? Just not just in our children, in our everyday lives, man. We have to make sure that we are pushing and uplifting people that are walking in their purpose. Don't look at them like they're doing something crazy or they're doing something that you wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know what I'm saying, you want to do things differently. You have people that's doing things that's maybe contrary to what you're doing. That's cool. If it's positive and it's helping people and it's blessing people, continue to uplift those people walking in their purpose, man. That's all I gotta say about that, man. Professor Film Fan, what's going on? Good morning. The vocal minority, a toxic fandom is full insecurity. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. E Nicole 96. I just subscribed to his channel, Protect Our Children. Absolutely, E Nicole. Thank you so much for going out and subscribing to this kid channel. Now, don't forget to subscribe to Josh Statics. I'm gonna put his video in this. Again, I'm gonna have to go back and edit this video, but this is the end of the video. I just want to, again, I want to shout out King Lion also for taking the time out to, do what they got to with this kid. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do, making sure this kid knows that he has love out here for what he's doing. And I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that, man. And I believe it's a blessing, man, that we take the time out sometimes to see the goodness in others, man. Reach out, you know what I'm saying, and shout these people out, man. So even the streamers, the YouTubers that I've met just on me getting back on Twitter. I got on Twitter in 2009. Me getting back on Twitter, meeting people that has the same passion as me, and seeing the love and everything that I'm starting to get, man, dude. Y'all know who y'all are. I ain't got to shout y'all out. You know what I'm saying? But you know who you are. If you hit me up on Twitter, and we've been on this recast T'Challa and all of that, and y'all been, rocking with it, rocking with the homie, man. I got so much love for y'all. Y'all have no complete clue. And I completely thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? For all of that. Let's go into my last thing, and I gotta let y'all go. Or whatever. Speaking of kids, I gotta get my kids up and get ready for school. So I got one last thing to talk to you guys about, and this is from CBR. Black Panther's terrible treatment contradicts his MCU success. So I want to talk about this just real quick, and let me see. Let's go. Talk about this real quick, and I'm going to let you go because this is starting to prove, and I'm gonna make my let me see. I'm gonna full screen this. Tell me if you guys can hear me with this full screen on. I believe so. But I want to talk about, excuse me, y'all. If you can hear me, I believe so. But I want to talk about what's been going on. See, a lot of people is think we're tripping when we're like, man, the treatment of T'Challa has been absolutely horrendous. You know what I mean? It's been absolutely horrendous. And it's not just in the movies, it's been in the comics too. So the following article contains spoilers for Black Panther number 13 on sale now for Marvel Comics. So I'm gonna read this to you guys. Oh yeah, Blue, make sure that I'm gonna make sure to watch that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got to talk about this. This has to be shared. You know what I'm saying? This has to be shared. So it says the popularity of Black Panther has seen a tremendous increase in the past several years with his role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, turning the former B-lister, which I don't like that because T'Challa was not. There was a point in time T'Challa was an A-list comic book hero, and the comic book industry not pushing black comics like they should put him down a notch, especially him not having, a run from 1978 to 1988 when they did that 4-part series, and then his hiatus from 1988 to 1998 when Christopher Priest took over that comic book run. You know what I mean? So it says, unfortunately, the comic books themselves have not matched this, with many of them outright contradicting the success of T'Challa on the big screen. This has reached a fever pitch with the latest with the character's latest run, which sees him suffering a series of debilitating and humiliating defeats. Like literally, T'Challa in here getting punched and smacked around. If Christopher Priest, even Reginald Hunlin wouldn't have did this, but especially Christopher Priest wouldn't have let this go down because Christopher Priest seen the impact of the Black Panther, and he knew what the Black Panther stood for. It says, while the MCU has propped Black Panther up, which really they propped T'Challa up. Let's keep it, Chadwick Boseman up. You know what I mean? And try to prop him up like, there can be no other Black Panther. He was just a god among gods or whatever, but nobody else gets to that treatment. But you've heard this story before. But it says the comics have increasingly broken him down and mocked what he stands for, given that he's arguably Marvel's premier black male hero. This is absolutely a situation that needs to be rectified. Here's a look at several blemishes the Black Panther property has sustained over the years and how the treatment can be turned around. So, for one, this would never happen. Never happen. This right here is some bull jive. This would never happen. Let's read. It says, as the hero reached new heights in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Black Panther was diminished more and more in the Marvel universe of comics. The run of the character's book from Ta-Nehisi Coates began in 2016 with initially well-received and a consistent seller, which is Galactic Empire. It's really that run. It's not bad, nowhere close to this. This run by John Ridley is garbage pail juice, but Ta-Nehisi Coates' run is actually pretty good. It said through much of his success need to be laid at the feet of Brian Stelfreeze in his art as well. The run definitely has its issues, one of which how small of a role Black Panther himself sometimes played in the stories. And if you're reading this Black Panther read, because I'm rereading, I got all the comics, the physical comics, but I'm rereading them on digital, so I don't have to take them out of the plastic and stuff like that. I like having my stuff, I don't like my fingertips and grease it and all of that stuff all on it. But I'm gonna just tell you this: they got this man paranoid. You know what I'm saying? They got this man like a crazy Batman. They're trying to run him like he runs a dictatorship. That's not how T'Challa is. T'Challa is all about Wakandans. But they got this man sneaking around and lying and storm in this run. It's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? But let's just finish reading real quick. On one, how small the role himself sometimes played in the stories. As the tales continue to evolve, intergalactic Wakandan space empire, it felt even more divorced for what made the character and the property special. The current run of this book from John Ridley has only exacerbated these criticisms, with many fans being upset at how it portrays T'Challa in his world. The book is almost antagonistic towards T'Challa himself, with numerous characters belittling and criticizing him as he acts like a paranoid, antisocial dictator, and he's not lying when we're talking about this. It really is. He is like tripping in his book, and he's getting punched by everybody in the book. The first four issues, T'Challa's getting punched in the face, like literally by random people that would not punch T'Challa in the face, like literally. You know what I mean? Perhaps the biggest problem was Black Panther number 13 by John Ridley German, Peralta, Sebastian Chang, and VC's Joseph Sabino, involving a feud between Black Panther and Captain America, wherein the Centennial of Liberty was written completely out of character. He seriously was written ridiculously, all while beating the Black Panther black and blue. This has left a sour taste in many readers' mouth, and they can see dwindling returns of the brand as a whole. In real talk, they need a different story. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's just get this, and I'm gonna read the rest of this, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Here, he said, given his status in the movies, it's outright shocking the way Black Panther is handled in the comics. The obvious way to fix this would be to give him an excellent new run from a different creative team, but that's always easier said than done. After all, Christopher Priest series is perhaps a standout long run on the character besides Coast Run. It was published decades after the character's debut. While this is somewhat alarming given the character's current stature, it always shows a way in which things can be turned around for the Wakandan king. Priest Run, unlike some of those that came afterward, respected T'Challa and made him the star of the series. There were other characters who received reverence and respect, but at the end of the day, he was the star. How many times have we talked about this in Recast T'Challa, where T'Challa is the star of the comics? You know what I mean? It's not Shuri, it's not M'Baku, it's not Aziri, it's not none of them people. You know what I mean? It's about T'Challa. Thus, there wasn't a constant belittling of him or deluge of the stories that put him in almost an antagonistic light. If anything, it showcased how great Black Panther could be as a solo character and how much potential he had. Said potentially is still largely unharvested, mainly due to the seeming restrictions that Marvel Comics has placed on the character, both in terms of the stories and the talent behind them. Black Panther still has his best years ahead of him, but only if he's managed properly. This will require iconography. Oh God, it's time to go. Of the hero to be matched with fitting reverence at a creative level, ensuring that the hero ultimately triumphs amidst any adversity. And that is the end of that. And tell me what you guys think about that. I believe, again, that T'Challa is getting the raw end of the deal. A lot of this has to do with recast. I believe a lot of it has to do with recast T'Challa and the way that they treated T'Challa they killed, first of all, they killed your hero, your mainstream Black hero, in front of y'all. And a lot of y'all think it's okay. And in the comics, now he's getting beat the F up. And nobody seems like that's a problem. But if we continue to be vocal and we can continue to show our distrust for the way that they're treating our hero, things will get better. Again, this is your man, Dre Mac. Thank you so very much for stopping in. Thank you for the conversation in the comment section. If you're catching this on the replay, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Make sure you put it in the comment section. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you're on YouTube. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let's push this to the algorithm. Let's push the Marvel Geek story out there in the algorithm, because people need to know about this kid, his knowledge about comics. We need to support this kid. Make sure that he gets the love and admiration that he needs. Until next time, you already know what it is, man. I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow. I'm going to be back tomorrow with Friday's story. So let's make sure that you tune in, and we're gonna get it cracking. Peace and vibe higher. You already know what I'm doing. If you came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking around for the entirety of the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you want to get a little more personal with me, hit me up on my Instagram, hit me up on Twitter, or any of the social medias that you see below you. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher.